Hey everyone, it's been a while. I know that I have been uploading a whole lot lately. I've been voice cracking. I've been grinding a lot, as you can tell. I have 207 K of crystals. I know I'm pretty badass. But apart from just in general, there has been a miss of few characters I haven't really been talking about. Unfortunately, I forgot who they were. Just been busy in general, work and everything else. And I have a little bit of free time once in a while. And when I have free time, it's not really I want to upload YouTube videos, but I also want to play games at the same time. So you can't really have both. Make YouTube videos and play games, especially when they're, separate. Anyways, so we got a new character that just got into our endgame content until we get a new chapter, and this character is really depends on how you see it. He's either going to be good or he's going to be bad, depending on the certain team comp that you're going to have. PvE wise, I think any character for PvE wise is always going to be good, depending on the situation and depending on the boss and your mechanics. When I say mechanics, I mean strategy. It really depends on the group of units that you have and if they should even go together. Anyways, apart from all of that, it's been one heck of New Year's. I was very disappointed in both of New Year's, and we really didn't get a whole lot halfway. Apart from a new character, and I mean, we're gonna get medals. I mean, if you're grinding them out, you only got 12 days until then, and you have 12 days until you do the Clockwork Siege. I'm pretty much done on everything, honestly. I don't have too much left. Apart from all that, okay, screw all that. We're here to talk about the new characters in general, okay? Now, this character is going to be good in, I think, a lot of ways. I think he has potential, just in general, as a character, and his traits actually would work really well with, obviously, Melee and just a debuff crew, okay? Continues Grand Brave haste effects, and when equipped with one weapon and skill, special damage by 50%, damage cap by 70,000, and when skill attacking enemies with ice resistance of 30 or less chance to give freeze. I think it means he won't be frozen. I mean, it kind of sounds a little bit weird that skills with enemies with ice resistance of 30 or less chance to give freeze. It says 2 enemies, so he won't freeze enemies if they have less ice resistance. It's kind of weird to give someone a debuff on that, but I kind of understand the idea, because if you guys ever play PvP, it's kind of stupid. Like, you get certain characters that will dominate. When I say PvP, I mean arena. In arena, they will dominate. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, most people will run the most overpowered stuff into arena, and they will dominate everything. Like, I keep seeing the same people. Reyna, you see her in every freaking, at least where I'm at, where I stand, in every comp that she's been in. She's good overall, all around. Then you got Zero. The guy will one-shot your whole crew. It don't even matter. You have a tank, don't even matter. He'll one-shot him. You got some resistance against ice. It doesn't even matter. He'll one-shot you. Let's talk about the mage girl. Let's go back a little bit here. I know that we're supposed to be talking about this. I'm sorry, but I really want to talk about Goddess Lilia, okay? This character right here in arena, or just in general, whatever you want to see it as, like in arena, in general, you want to see. This character will one-shot your crew if given the right equipment, and you don't even play the arena game, okay? You won't do nothing. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure there is some counterplay. I just don't have the resources to counter anything like that. I don't have a whole lot of arcs. I mean, I do. You might, oh yeah, you got plenty of arcs here. No, the things I want to test out, I don't have a whole lot. I mean, I can take this off. See, a lot of these arcs need to be leveled up. I'm really sad that they took away the soul thing from the event, and they give it into when you do events like this, limited time, rather than training, okay? The soul field, sorry. So anyways, apart from that, yeah, this character would be really good, honestly. In arena, it's kind of hard to tell, honestly, how good he is, because I don't see him very often in arena, and I really don't want to roll on this character, especially when we have a crossover coming in. But yeah, anyways, apart from all that, this guy is good at arena. Tess, I'm just gonna call him Tess. And this dude is, I mean, he dominates arena too, like, and he's just good in general. Like, why not pick up any of these if you want? I mean, if you're a fresh new character player that's coming in, I would rather actually. It's hard to. I'm hard. Like, I don't even know what to say. You could either pick up the 3. You could either pick up or try to roll for Lilia. Or, I'm sorry, what's her name again? Goddess Lilia. Yeah, I was right. And you could go either for Leonardo, or you could go for Tess. Okay, like you could literally go for any of these 3. They're just good. Okay. But apart from that, I mean, 3 great characters you could roll for a new player. It really doesn't matter, honestly. It really is your preference. I mean, if you prefer waifu materials, then go for Goddess, okay? If you want to roll for straight up man material like myself, then you would go for any of the 3, any of these 2, okay? But, apart from that, I mean, that's really all I got. But we could talk about, like, the units, skills and the way they look like animation. I doubt that any of you really care when you can look at it yourself, but I can tell you this. I do not like the way that this character looks with the skills, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like, look at this, okay? Comparing to everything else, oh, it's a little bit laggy. I don't know what's going on here. Usually I don't like. Anyways, comparing to everything I've seen in this game with, like, flashiness, this guy has the least flashiness. I mean, that's okay, right? That's not like mind-blowing. And then that's okay. That's a sweep, and then you got that, and it's just, you know, like, you don't get. The problem is you don't get to see him do all of this, right? You know, like, he throws the enemy up, and then he starts slashing. You can't see that because you want to know why? There's too much. There's just too much on the screen for you to see, him like just throwing his sword around. You could see a little bit right there. That's okay. This is okay. It's okay. It's not like awesome. Like, you see, the 3rd skill, I would figure this would be like, oh shit, that's sick. No, you can't even see it because there's just too much in your face. There's too much thrown at you. I respect the animation right here, like this. Like, there's a little bit of flashiness, but you don't get, like, all I'm seeing is flashiness. I'm not seeing him do the flashiness. We could do it in slow motion, and you still can't see him. Now, it's okay. It's not like the worst. Like, from a few characters that I've seen, it's okay. It's not bad, right? But overall, like, yeah, that needs to be, like, if they make new characters like this, please focus on the idea of, if you're gonna make a character very flashy, okay, then make it flashy where you can see the character, okay, when he does it. Like, don't make him like in the background. Like, that doesn't make sense. He's not supposed to be in the background. He's the one doing it, so we gotta see him do it. If we can't see him doing it, I'm just seeing pixels on the screen of literally no one doing anything. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. That was a really quick short video. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't really got a lot to say, but I do have some ideas later on in the future of talking about Last Claudia's, probably some upgrades that they need to be doing. I mean, a lot. There is a lot of ideas I have for Last Claudia. But the problem is with Last Claudia, it's like, there's just so much. I need to pick what I want to be implemented, like what kind of ideas Last Claudia needs to put in their game, because there's a lot of things that they need to put in their game. Now, the problem is, I have one last thing before I do go that most people will not care, okay, because they asked for this, and I completely understand. Especially when you're a phone user, you need to do these things quickly as you're on the go. So with XP filled, right, like, or just in general, I'm just taking this as an example, okay? Now with this, now I kind of see the idea of skip battle, but what is the point, right? You don't get to play the game at that point of the skip battle, and you don't get to see nothing. Like, it's like, at that point, it's like an idle game, okay? You go in, you do your thing, and you log right back out. and you don't get to see any of the flashiness. Especially when there's really nothing else to do in this game. I'm being dead serious. I've done the whole world already, just like everyone else. I got all the way to the end game content until there is a new chapter being put in. There is nothing for me to do. There's nothing. There's nothing. And when you see like events like that, when you do training and you hit skip battle like that, like I just feel like it's a dead game. Oh, not a dead game. It's a stale game at that point. Like there's nothing for you to do. Yes, you have GVG. Now that's another thing I want to talk about, but that'll be in a different video. I'll just say this one quick thing. GVG in the guilds that are being made are dead. They're dead. Like I've been in so many freaking guilds and they're dead. They don't say nothing. Like they don't say nothing. Unless they're on Discord. Even if you're on Discord, if a new user comes in, you accept something, you don't say nothing. It's boring. Like, when you get to endgame, you need to fix something for players like veterans like myself, what to do. Like, as a new player, you got so much things to do. You are not even close to being done. And I'm not even close to be done. Like, the things I can do is upgrading my units. That's it. That's all I can do in the meantime. And that's something to do until... What if I hit a stumped road? What if I lose all my crystals? Or what happens if something goes wrong? Like, there can be a lot of things going wrong. It's kind of scary. In game, that's the problem with gachas. There's not enough for you to do. And I want to implement some ideas for Last Cloudia, and I hope they will take this. But they'll be in the new video, okay? Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful day, and peace out.